you're new to Ghost of Tabor or you are a seasoned veteran, this tier list has something for you. Hey guys, Xyrage here, and welcome to Ghost of Tabor. If you're new here, I do guides and gameplay on VR shooters, and this is my ultimate gun tier list for Ghost of Tabor. It will have some guide elements like explaining which ammo goes in what gun and which attachments are compatible with what. Grab your favorite drink, sit back, and listen up. Before we start, let me explain the goal of this video and how I'm rating the weapons. This video is meant to help understand the weapons in Ghost of Tabor, which magazines, calibers, and attachments are compatible with them, and how they stack up against each other. For every category, pistols, SMGs, shotguns, rifles, bolt action, lever action, and snipers, and LMGs, there will be a tier list. S being the top tier, A for good weapons I recommend you take into a raid, B for alright, it will do if you don't have anything better, C for bad, I recommend against taking these into a raid, there are usually better weapons available at the same Spectre level, and D for straight up garbage. Do not use these weapons or you're literally trolling. I'm rating the weapons based on their performance, price, how rare they are to obtain if they're found in raid only, and my opinion. This is my experience and my insight on the weapons in Ghost of Tabor. If you already know me, you know I'm an analytical gamer and I like knowing the numbers like the damage and penetration values, so there's definitely a reason for my choices. You may disagree how high or how low I put certain weapons, and that's fine. Leave me a comment which weapons you thought should have been placed higher or lower and why you think that's the case. Without further ado, let's get into the tier list. Starting off with the pistols. We'll go through the pistols quickly since I don't really recommend these as a main weapon. If you do need a pistol for a mission, here's my list. Starting with the Ruger. 22 LR, 10 round magazine, level 1 Spectre, 450 Karunas. This is a threaded barrel, it takes a suppressor, and it has two rails, one on the top, one on the bottom. It shoots 22 LR, barely does any damage. This is definitely D tier. The Colt Peacemaker, 45 Colts with a 6-round barrel at level 2 Spectre. Bought at the Merchant of Death for 350 Karunas. Can't take a suppressor, no rails, single action, this sucks. D tier. One of the most famous Soviet pistols, the Makarov pistol. 9x18mm, 8-round magazine, level 1 Spectre, 500 Karunas, non-threaded, no rails, semi-auto pistol. It's bad. C tier. The TT-33 Tokarev, 7.62x25, 8-round magazine, level 2 Spectre, 1250 Karunas, no rails, non-threaded barrel, semi-automatic pistol. It's bad. C tier. This gun has a golden version that's dropped by Kurtek, and the only plus side to that is that it's worth a bit more money. It's still shit. The 1911 45 ACP, 7-round magazine, level 2 Spectre, 1500 Karunas, no reels, it has a threaded barrel so it can be suppressed, semi-automatic pistol. It's still kinda shit. Only 7 rounds makes this C tier. The Taurus Raging Hunter Revolver, 44 Magnum, 6-round cylinder, features a speed loader. It's level 2 Spectre, 2000 Karunas, 1 rail on the top, non-threaded barrel, B tier because it hits so hard. The Glock 17, 9x19mm, this takes the 17-round Glock mag, the 21-round Glock mag, the 33-round Glock mag, the 33-round Vector mag, and the 50-round Drummy. It's level 2 Spectre, 1600 Karunas, with 1 rail on the bottom, a threaded barrel, and room for a pistol sight up top. This pistol goes in B tier. The USP 45, 45 ACP, 12-round magazine, level 3 Spectre, 3000 Karunas, 1 rail on the bottom, room for a pistol sight up top, and a threaded barrel. This semi-auto pistol goes in B tier. The Terran Tactical Glock 34. This is 9x19mm. This takes the 17-round Glock mag, the 21-round Glock 34 mag, the 33-round Vector mag, the 33-round Glock mag, and the 50-round Vector Drummy. Spectre level 2, bought at the Merchant of Death for 2750 Karunas. It has 1 rail on the bottom, room for a pistol sight up top, and a threaded barrel. This semi-automatic pistol goes in B tier. The Terran Tactical 2011, 45 ACP, 17-round magazine, level 2 Spectre, bought at the Merchant of Death for 2500 Karunas. 1 rail at the bottom, room for the pistol sight up top, and a threaded barrel. This semi-auto pistol goes together with the other Terran Tactical at the top of B tier. The Glock 17 Blicky, 9x19mm, takes the 17-round Glock mag, the 33-round Glock mag, the 21-round Glock 34 mag, the 33-round Vector mag, and the 50-round Vector Drummy. 1 rail at the bottom, room for the pistol sight up top, and a threaded barrel. This fully auto pistol goes in A tier. The FN 57, 57x28mm, 20-round magazines, or 30-round magazine. It's a level 4 Spectre, 3200 Karuna semi-auto pistol. It has 1 rail on the bottom, room for the pistol sight up top, and a threaded barrel. This pistol, because of its large bullet, goes in A tier. The Desert Eagle, 50 Action Express, 7-round magazine, level 4 Spectre for 6500 Karunas. It has 2 reels, one on the bottom and one on the top, and room for a pistol sight. With a non-threaded barrel, this semi-automatic monster goes in S tier. That concludes the pistols. Here's the full tier list. You can pause the video if you want to have a longer look. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments, and let's take a look at the next one. SMGs or submachine guns. These are small caliber, fast-firing guns, starting with the Agram 2000. 9x19mm 32 round magazine, level 1 Spectre, 1900 Karunas. It does not have any rails and it has a threaded barrel, meaning it can be suppressed. It's got a semi-auto and full auto fire mode, but with no option for a sight and the high recoil. This goes in D tier. The Ludi 9x19mm 16 round mag, level 1 Spectre, 1000 Karunas, does not take a suppressor and does not have any rails. This goes full auto and it fires fast, but it sucks. It goes in D tier. The Mac 10 9x19mm 32 round magazine, level 1 Spectre, 1750 Karunas, does not have a rail. It does have a threaded barrel for a suppressor. It has a semi-auto and fully auto fire mode and a lot of recoil. This goes in D tier. The Mac 11, which is the meta launch reward, can be bought from the Merchant of Death for 2600 Karunas. It shoots 380 ACP out of a 50 round magazine. It has a threaded barrel, so it can be suppressed. It does not have any rails. This has one option that's fully auto at 1600 rounds per minute. It goes in C tier. The MP5 9x19mm 30 round magazine, or fits the 45 round magazine from the MP5K. It's level 2 Spectre, 3200 Karunas, does not have any rails, but it does have a threaded barrel for a suppressor. This goes semi-auto or fully auto, putting the MP5 in C tier. The MAT 49 9x19mm 32 round magazine, level 1 Spectre for 1500 Karunas. It does not have any rails, does not take a suppressor, and only goes fully auto. This is actually a pretty decent iron sight, so we'll be putting this in C tier. The MP40 9x19mm 32 round magazine, level 2 Spectre for 2350 Karunas, does not take a suppressor and does not have any rails. This goes either semi-auto or fully auto with a controllable recoil, putting it in C tier. The M1928 Thompson or Tommy gun. This is 45 ACP. It takes either a 30 round magazine or the 100 round dummy. It's Spectre level 2, 2800 Karunas, does not take a suppressor and does not have any rails. It goes semi-auto and fully auto, and we're putting it in C tier. The PP-19 Bison shoots a 9x18mm round out of a 64 round helical magazine. It's level 3 Spectre, 3250 Karunas, has one option for a rail if you put a AK side rail on it first. It has a threaded barrel, so it can take a suppressor. This thing goes semi-auto or fully auto, putting it in B tier. The MP9 9x19mm 30 round magazine, level 2 Spectre, 4000 Karunas. It has 2 rails, one on the top and one on the right side, a threaded barrel for suppressor, goes semi-auto or fully auto, putting this SMG in B tier. The UMP45, it's 45 ACP, takes a 25 round mag or the 45 round Fin Reaper mag. Spectre level 3, 4800 Karunas. It has 4 rails all around, a threaded barrel for suppressor. It goes semi-auto, fully auto, and 3 round burst, putting this UMP in B tier. The PPSH-41, it shoots a 7.62x25 round out of a 71 round drum mag. It's Spectre level 4, 4000 Karunas, does not have any rails or option for suppressor. It's semi-auto, fully auto, shoots hella fast, putting this SMG in B tier. The Terran Tactical MPX shoots a 9x19mm out of a 41 round magazine. It's Spectre level 3, 4600 Karunas, and can be bought at the Merchant of Death. You will need the Terran Tactical DLC, just like for the other Terran Tactical weapons. It has 2 rails, one on the top, one on the right side, and a threaded barrel for suppressor. This goes semi-auto or fully auto with quite a bit of recoil, so we'll be putting this in high B tier. The MP5K shoots a 9x19mm out of a 45 round extended mag. It also takes the 30 round MP5 mag. This SMG is Spectre level 4, 5600 Karunas, has 4 rails all around and a threaded barrel for suppressor. This goes semi-auto or fully auto with controllable recoil if you put a proper grip on. The only gripe here is the reload mechanic where you have to lock the bolt, so we'll be putting this in low A tier. The CX-8 Storm shoots a 9x19mm out of a 30 round magazine. It's level 2 Spectre, 4500 Karunas, has 4 rails all around, a threaded barrel for a suppressor, shoots semi-auto, fully auto, or a 3 round burst with controllable recoil, putting this SMG in A tier. The Chris Vector 9mm version shoots a 9x90mm out of a 30-round magazine or the 50-round dummy. It's Spectre level 3, 6500 Karunas, has 2 rails, one on the bottom and one on the top, and a threaded barrel for the suppressor. This goes semi-auto, fully auto, or a 2-round burst. Vectors are notorious for their low recoil, so despite its high price, we're putting this one in A tier. Then the Chris Vector 10mm. It shoots the 10mm round out of a 30-round magazine or the 50-round dummy. You can tell apart the 10mm from the 9mm from the tip of the bullet. The 10mm is flat, the 9mm is pointy. The 10mm Vector is Spectre level 4 at 8500 Karunas. Has 2 rails, one on the top, one on the bottom. Has a threaded barrel for suppressor. This goes semi-auto, fully auto, or a 2-round burst. It's very similar to the 9mm version, so we'll put it right beside it in A tier. The UMP 45 Fin Reaper. Dropped by the Fish Boss, it's a 45 ACP SMG with a 45-round mag, but it also takes the 25-round UMP mag. It's got 3 rails, left, right, and on top, as it has the built-in grip on the bottom. It's got a threaded barrel for suppressor, goes semi-auto or fully auto, putting this SMG in A tier. The FN P90 shoots a 5.7x28 out of a 50-round magazine. It's Spectre level 4, 11,750 Karunas. It has 1 rail on the top for an optic, or a laser if you wish. It's got a threaded barrel for suppressor, goes semi-auto, and rips at fully auto, but with the lack of a flashlight and surprisingly high recoil. And this thing in VR, it's finicky. So we're putting this in high A tier and not in S tier, leaving only one king of SMGs, and that is the MP7. It shoots a 4.6x30mm out of a 40-round magazine, but most importantly, the 75-round drum mag. It's Spectre level 4, 9,750 Karunas, has 3 rails, left, right, and top. It has a built-in grip and a threaded barrel for a suppressor. This thing goes semi-auto and fully auto, and with this little trick, you can make the recoil pretty much negligible, putting this gun in S tier. That concludes the SMGs. Here is my full tier list. Pause the video if you want to have a longer look or take a screenshot. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with my SMG tier list, and important to let me know why. Alright, let's get into the next type of gun. Shotguns. I only recommend running these if you have a mission that requires you to run one, and even then I would take it as a secondary, or if you're planning on only fighting close quarters. Some of these can demolish even the biggest chads, but we're starting at the bottom of the tier with the Colt 1883 Huckleberry. This is a double-barrel 12-gauge shotgun, unlocked at Spectre level 1 and bought for 1329 Karunas. It has no rails and cannot be suppressed. I do not recommend running this. This is a D-tier shotgun. The Colt 1883 Rebel. It's basically the Huckleberry, but a sawn-off version. At Spectre level 2, 2330 Karunas, this is still not worth running, a D-tier shotgun. Then if you take the Rebel and you take the back off, you get the Colt 1883 El Dorado, a 12-gauge double-barrel shotgun, but at Spectre level 3 and 4080 Karunas. This shotgun, however, can be put in the pistol holster, making it a viable secondary, I suppose. We'll put it in C tier. The Mossberg 590A1. This is a 12-gauge, 8-round tube shotgun. It's unlocked at level 2 Spectre and purchased for 3,066 Karunas. It has 1 rail on the top and it can be suppressed, making this our first shotgun I would recommend running, and it comes in at B tier. The Terran Tactical Benelli M2, a 12-gauge shotgun with 8+1 round tube, unlocked at Spectre level 1, and bought for 5,317 Karunas. It has 1 rail on the front and the side for a flashlight or a laser, and a threaded barrel, so it can be suppressed. Because it's semi-automatic and not pump action, you can shoot very quickly with this thing and deal a lot of damage, and therefore this is a A-tier shotgun. And topping our list is the Saiga 12. This is a 12-gauge shotgun. It has a 5-round mag, or better yet, the 22-round drum mag. It's Spectre level 3 and can be bought for 5,600 Karunas. It has 1 rail if you put the AK side rail on it, and a threaded barrel. This thing is a monster and can put down so much lead. This is definitely the S-tier shotgun. And that concludes the shotguns. Here's the full tier list. Pause the video if you want to have a longer look. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with my shotgun tier list, and it's important to let me know why. On to the rifles. My favorite category, and in my opinion, the most effective type of weapon to run long-range capability and good close-quarter combat, the rifle is the jack of all trades, with some kings among them. But we're starting at the bottom of the list with the SG-552, a 5.56 rifle with a 30-round magazine, available at Spectre 3 for 4,250 Karunas. It features 1 rail on the top for the optic and a threaded barrel. It goes semi-auto, full auto, and 3-round burst, but with the high recoil and the need for the specific mag, this goes in D tier. The Stoner 63, a 5.56 rifle which can take the 30-round Stanag, the 60-round Stanag, and the 150-round Stoner drum. It's available at Spectre 2 for 4,500 Karunas, doesn't have any rails, it does have a threaded barrel so you can run it suppressed, and only goes full auto. This rifle goes in D tier. I do not recommend you use this. The FAMAS G2, a 5.56 rifle which can take the 30-round Stanag, the 60-round drum mag, and the 150-round Stoner drum. Available at Spectre level 2 for 4,250 Karunas, it can take the ACOG on top, no other rails, has a threaded barrel so you can run it suppressed, goes semi-auto, full auto, or 3-round burst, but there's better options, so this goes in D tier. Like the M16, a 5.56 rifle which can take the 30-round Stanag, the 60-round Drummy, and the 150-round Stoner drum. It's available at Spectre level 2 for 3,500 Karunas, can take the ACOG on top, it has a threaded barrel so you can run it suppressed, goes semi-auto, and in a 3-round burst, so no full auto capability here. But the high damage puts this in C tier. The L85A2, it's a 5.56 bullpup rifle which takes the 30-round Stanag, the 60-round Drummy, and the 150-round Stoner drum. Available at Spectre level 1 for 3,750 Karunas. It has 4 rails and the option for an ACOG on the carry handle. It features a threaded barrel so you can run it suppressed and goes semi-auto and full auto. But with the carry handle blocking any sight you would put on the front rail, really your only option is an ACOG or running the angled rail with a pistol sight. So this goes in C tier. The AUG A1, a 5.56 bullpup rifle featuring a 30-round polymer mag. This mag is specific for the AUG. It's available at level 2 Spectre for 5,000 Karunas, does not feature any rails, has a threaded barrel so you can run it suppressed, and an integrated optic. It goes semi-auto and full auto, but with the relatively high recoil, this rifle goes in C tier. The SKS, a 7.62x39 rifle, has a 30-round magazine, 75-round Drummy, or the 75-round Golden Drummy dropped by Kurtek. It's available at Spectre level 1 for 3,500 Karunas, does not have any rails, and cannot take any suppressors. This rifle is semi-auto with very usable iron sights. This goes in C tier. Moving up 1 tier, we've got the AKM. Also 7.62x39, can take a 30-round magazine or the 75-round AKM Drummy. Available at Spectre level 2 for 5,000 Karunas. It has 1 rail for an optic if you put the AK side rail on it. It has a threaded barrel so it can be suppressed, is semi-auto and fully auto, but with the high recoil, this goes in B tier. The AK-74, a 5.45x39 rifle, only takes a 30-round backlight magazine, available at Spectre level 2 for 4,750 Karunas. It has 1 rail for the optic if you put the AK side rail on it, and a threaded barrel for a suppressor. This goes semi-auto, fully auto, and with the high damage but also high recoil, this is B tier. There's a golden version of the AK-74, but it's exactly the same. Then the AKS-74U, a 5.45x39 rifle which can take the same 30-round backlight magazine. It's available at Spectre level 2 for 3,750 Karunas, can take 1 optic if you put the AK side roll on it, and has a threaded barrel for a suppressor. This gun goes semi-auto and fully auto, and with the damage, recoil, and low cost, this is my budget weapon at the start of wipe, putting this gun in B tier. The VSS, a 9x39 rifle that can take a 10-round magazine, a 20-round magazine, and a 30-round magazine. It's available at Spectre level 3 for 5,500 Karunas, can take 1 optic if you put the AK side roll on it, and this gun is integrally suppressed, meaning it does not need a suppressor. It's semi-auto and fully auto at a very high fire rate, putting this gun in A tier. The Golden SKS, or Full Auto SKS. This gun is dropped by Kurtek. It's a 7.62x39 rifle that takes a 30-round mag, the 75-round Drummy, or Kurtek's Golden 75-round Drummies. It has 1 rail at the bottom for a much-needed grip, because the recoil on this thing is insane. It cannot take a suppressor, and this thing only goes full auto. If you learn to point fire this weapon, this is definitely A tier. The Tapco SKS, a 7.62x39 rifle. This takes the 30-round magazine or the 75-round Drummies, or the 75-round Golden Drummies from Kurtek. This is Spectre level 3, and it costs a whopping 12,000 Karunas. It has 5 rails, all around the barrel up front and 1 on the back for an optic. It has a threaded barrel so it can be suppressed, it's only semi-auto, and with the penetration value of the 7.62x39 being the same as some other smaller calibers like 5.56 and 5.45, I think this gun is a little overpriced and there's better options at this or lower price range. So this gun goes in A tier. The G36K, a 5.56 rifle which has 30 round and 40 round specific magazines. It's available at Spectre level 4 for 14,000 karunas. It has 4 rails, 3 on the front for a laser, flashlight, and grip, and 1 on the top for the optic. It has a threaded barrel so it can be suppressed, and this rifle goes semi-auto, full auto, and in a 2-round burst. But I think for the damage and recoil that it does, this gun is overpriced and there's better options elsewhere. So this gun goes in A tier. The Galil, a 5.56x45 rifle, which takes the 30-round Stanag. And yes, the 30-round Scar mag is also Stanag, so it's the same mag, just a different color. This gun is Spectre level 3 and available for 5,000 karunas. It has 4 rails all around the front, so none at the back of the gun for an optic. You'll have to use an optic with a big side picture for you to easily find the reticle. It has a threaded barrel, so it can be suppressed and goes semi-auto and fully auto. With this high damage and very controllable recoil, this gun goes in A tier. The M4 Carbine, a 5.56x45 rifle, which takes the 30-round Stanags, the 60-round Drummy, and the 150-round Stoner Drummy. Available at Spectre level 3 for 5,750 karunas and has 5 rails, all around the handguard and 1 on top for the optic. It's got a threaded barrel for a suppressor and goes semi-auto and fully auto at 950 RPM. With its strong close-range firepower because of this, but relatively high recoil, I'm putting this in A tier. The HK416, basically the German brother of the M4 Carbine. It's a 5.56x45 rifle which can take the 30-round Stanag, the 60-round Drummy, and the 150-round Stoner. It's available at Spectre level 4 for 14,550 karunas. Has 4 rails, with the top rail being 1 long rail. It goes semi-auto and fully auto, and with a slightly better recoil than the M4, this is going in A tier. The G3A3, a 7.62x51 rifle, which has 20-round magazines and 30-round magazines, available at Spectre level 4 for 7,750 karunas. It has 1 rail on the top for the optic and a threaded barrel for a suppressor. It goes semi-auto and fully auto, but it kicks like a mule on both ends of the barrel, both in recoil and in damage. This gun is A+ tier. The AK-5C, a 5.56x45 rifle, which spawns with the 30-round AK-5C mag, which you can also buy in the store, but it also takes the 30-round Stanags, the 60-round Drummy, and the 150-round Stoner. It's available at Spectre level 4 for a whopping 16,000 karunas, has 4 rails, and a threaded barrel for the suppressor. It's semi-auto and fully auto, and deserves to be in A+ tier. Now for one of my favorites, the Scar, a 5.56x45 rifle, which can take the 30-round Stanags, the 60-round Drummies, and the 150-round Stoner Drum. This gun is unlocked at Spectre level 3 and only 6,000 karunas. It has 4 rails and a threaded barrel for a suppressor. It goes semi-auto and full auto, and with the very controllable recoil, this gun deserves to be an A+ tier because of its low price and high performance. The MDR, a 5.56x45 bullpup rifle, which can take the 30-round Stanag, the 60-round Drummy, and the 150-round Stoner. It's unlocked at Spectre level 4 and 20,000 karunas. It has 4 rails, a threaded barrel for a suppressor, goes semi-auto and full auto with very good recoil, putting this gun in A+ tier. The AS-Val, a 9x39 monster, which can take a 10-rounder, 20-rounder, and 30-round magazine. It's unlocked at Spectre level 5 and 20,000 karunas. It has 3 rails on the front and can take the AK side rail for a 4th one for the optic. It's integrally suppressed, so no need for a suppressor. It goes semi-auto and fully auto at a whopping 1,000 RPM. This gun is a beast, and it deserves to be in S tier. The AK-109 Alpha, a 7.62x39 rifle that can take the 30-rounder and the 75-round Drummy. It's unlocked at Spectre level 5 and costs a whopping 50,000 karunas. It has 5 rails and a threaded barrel for a suppressor and goes semi-auto and fully auto with barely any recoil. This gun deserves to be in S tier. The M1A SAS, a 7.62x51 rifle that can take a 20-round mag and a 50-round Drummy. Unlocked at Spectre level 5 and costs 45,000 karunas. It has 5 rails and a threaded barrel for suppressor and only goes semi-auto, but the recoil and the power on this thing is insanely good. So this is a S tier gun. The FN FAL, a 7.62x51 rifle that can take a 20-round magazine and a 30-round magazine. It's unlocked at Spectre level 5 and costs 25,000 karunas. It has 5 rails and goes semi-auto and fully auto, and with a good grip, the recoil is very controllable, and this thing can put out a lot of damage. So this is a S+ tier gun. And the only other contender for the S+ tier is the MCX Spear, a 6.8x51 rifle that takes a 20-round magazine. This gun is found in raid only, and it has 2 rails, with the top one being split into 2. A threaded barrel for suppressor and goes semi-auto and fully auto. This gun is the king of rifles, together with the FAL, in S+ tier. Here's the full tier list for the rifles. I had to split the top 2 tiers for some more separation. Pause the video if you want to have a longer look and let me know in the comments what you think and why. If you want to hit even harder than the rifles, you'll have to use the next type of gun. If you enjoyed the video so far, leave a like and sub if you want. It helps the channel a ton and you won't miss out on any future content. Members get early access to my videos, so if that's something you want, check out that join button below. If you want to catch me live, I stream on Twitch, link in the description. Bolt action, lever action, and semi-automatic sniper rifles. These rifles shoot big bullets, well, some of them, and they hit like a truck. Well, some of them. Starting the list with the M1903 Springfield. This shoots 30-06 out of a 5-round internal magazine. It unlocks at Spectre level 1 and is sold for 2,000 karunas. It has no reels and cannot be suppressed. It doesn't one-shot and it's iron sights only, so this rifle goes in D tier. The Mosin Nagant, a 7.62x54 MMR 5-round internal magazine bolt-action rifle, unlocks at Spectre level 1 and is sold for 2,300 karunas. It has no reels and can't take a suppressor. The Mosin does not one-shot and it's iron sights only, so this bolt-action goes in D tier. The Marlin 1894 shoots 44 Magnum out of a 10-round internal magazine. It unlocks at Spectre level 2 and it costs 3,900 karunas. It has one rail on the top for an optic and cannot take a suppressor. You'll run one for fun and then never again, so this is going into C tier. The Marlin 1894 Rowdy, same as the previous gun, but with some upgrades. It's still 44 Magnum, it unlocks at level 2 Spectre, and it's sold at the Merchant of Death for 4,500 karunas. This version has 2 reels and a threaded barrel, so it can be suppressed. But still, you'll run one for fun, and then never again. This is C tier. The Tikka T3, a 7.62x51 bolt-action rifle with a 4-round magazine. It unlocks at Spectre level 1 and costs 2,500 karunas. It has one rail on the top for an optic and cannot be suppressed. This gun does a surprising amount of damage and is the first bolt-action rifle I would recommend running, if you need one for a mission. The SVD Dragunov, 7.62x54 MMR semi-automatic sniper rifle. It takes 10-round magazines and 15-round magazines, and it unlocks at Spectre level 3. You can buy it for 10,000 karunas, and with 1 AK side roll, it can take an optic on the top. It has a non-threaded barrel and cannot be suppressed, but this gun has 2-shot potential, and with it being semi-auto, we're putting it in A tier. The AWM, a 338 Lapua Magnum bolt-action sniper rifle. It has a 5-round magazine, it's unlocked at Spectre level 4, and costs a whopping 35,000 karunas. This can be suppressed, and it has one rail on the top for an optic. This gun one-shots, so we're putting it in S tier. And last but not least, the Barrett M107A1 50 cal. This shoots 50 BMG out of a 5-round magazine. This is Spectre level 5 and bought for a whopping 75,000 karunas. It has one rail on the top, and yes, it has a threaded barrel and can be suppressed. Ammo for this gun cannot be crafted and only bought once you're Spectre 5. This gun one-shots, duh, so we're putting it in S tier. Here's the full tier list for the bolt action, lever action, and semi-automatic sniper rifles. Pause the video if you want to have a longer look and let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with any of them and why. Now, let's say you don't need such a big bullet, but you just want a lot more of them. Light machine guns typically have a large box magazine for a lot of ammo. They can deal a lot of damage, but this first one is a bit of an exception. Not on the damage part though. The BAR, or Bar Browning Automatic Rifle. This shoots 30-06 out of a 20-round magazine. It's unlocked at Spectre level 3 and costs 25,000 karunas. It has no reels and cannot be suppressed, and it goes full auto, and this thing slaps. But with no space for an optic, this goes in B tier. The M249 shoots 5.56x45 out of a 200-round box. It's found in raid only. It has one rail on the top for an optic and a threaded barrel for a suppressor. This thing goes full auto and can put down a lot of lead. You do not want to be on the other side of that barrel, so this goes in A tier. The XM250 shoots 6.8x51 out of a 100-round box magazine. It is dropped by the collector boss on Modcom Yes, and it has one rail on the top with space for 3 attachments. It shoots fully auto and fast, and with this size of a bullet, this can only go in S tier. Those are the LMGs. Here's the full tier list. They should really add some more LMGs, don't you think? Those are my tier lists for the weapons in Ghost of Tabor. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with any of my placements and why. I'll pin a comment including any new weapons and where I would put those until I update this video. Here's a playlist of all the guide videos that I made for Ghost of Tabor. And here is my money guide if you want to have the cash to buy all of these rifles. And with that, I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one.